Solo career, his single "Give It to You" went platinum, and the album "Jordan Knight" went gold. So here he is listening to Jordan Knight.
Yay! I always hear new statistics every time I do a radio show. It's fun to hear. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good? Yeah? You all right? We're here at Girls Radio.
So just a few minutes ago, you were presented with the Bill E. Celebrity Cherry Challenge $10,000 award. How does it feel to be nominated by one of your fans?
You know what? The Billy Charity Challenge, it's really cool. I saw them online, and a lot of fans tweeted me their link, and they put people up for like to win money to give to their charities, and I just got in touch with them, and they flew 2 people from Australia over here, so it's really cool. They're here right there. There you guys. What's your guys' names?
Chewy.
Say it again.
Chewy.
Chewy. Oh, okay. I've seen you on Twitter.
And Tia.
Tia.
Yes.
Chewy and Tia, and they're from Australia. They're here right now, and the Billy Charity Challenge flew them over, and they are giving $10,000 to this place, St. Mary's. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up, and what was your childhood like?
I grew up in Cobham Square, Dorchester, so not too far from here, and I know this area like the back of my hand. I used to have a lot of friends. I used to hang out a lot. Just kind of have a lot of fun. And actually, me and Donnie Wahlberg used to come here because his mom worked here when it was a hospital. And we used to come say hi and get lunch money and train money and stuff like that. So, yeah, so it's very familiar territory for sure. Oh, there was a second question. You said, where did you grow up?
Yeah.
And what was the second part of it?
What was your childhood like?
Oh, my childhood. My childhood. It was fun. It was fun. We lived, in a tight-knit neighborhood like this, and we just had a lot of friends, and after school we'd hang out and play a lot, and I would go to church every Sunday. I was in the church choir. Later on, when I got into the New Kids, that was a lot of fun. We did tons of shows in the local area, one of them being at the Strand Theater. Actually, the Strand Theater, it's one block away. We did our first video, Please Don't Go Girl, in that theater. The performance piece was in that theater, so we used to practice every day down the Lee School. So there was another place right around here that we played. Meeting House Hill, the church at Meeting House Hill, we played there too. So again, I definitely know these parts like the back of my hand, so it's always fun to come here and kind of drive through the neighborhood and reminisce and see people I know and stuff like that.
Now, today our show topic is why having a mentor is important. Did you have a mentor growing up, and what were some of the values that your mentor instilled in?
I had a mentor. My first mentor was our choir director, and he was strict, but he was also a really great guy. He really pushed us. Sometimes you really kind of didn't like him because how much he pushed us, but he did it with love, and at the end of the day, you would see the progress that you'd make, as a unit, as a choir, and you would say, you know what, he's right. He was right for pushing us and telling us, this is wrong, this is the way you do it, and be here on time, and if you're late, you can't come in, and all that kind of stuff. It really made a difference, and it gave us a real sense of pride in what we were doing, as far as, us being a choir and a really skilled choir, by the end of it. So that was one of them, and another mentor was Maurice Starr, who lived in Roxbury. He was a producer. He produced New Edition, and he was our producer. He really founded us, and he just from a young age, when I was 14, he was just a real sweet guy. He just really believed in us and brought out the best in us, and he was really patient with us. And I think it's good to it's very very good to have a mentor in your life, somebody that challenges you, pushes you, but also gives you a lot of support. Just know, like, any youngsters out there, just know when they're pushing you, or the times when you're kind of aggravated, or you think they're pushing you a little too much. They're doing it for a good reason.
It's just tough love.
Tough love, yeah. There you go, for sure.
What is it like to be a part of New Kids on the Block?
What is it like to be a part of New Kids? I think being a part of the New Kids, I think, because it's now been 25 years or something like that, it's really cool. There's a lot of history there. It's like having another family, really. You have your brothers that you were born and raised with, and then you have your friends that have turned into, really, really close friends and brothers. So, it's really cool to be a part of the group, and to have fans that have stayed with us for 25 years is really cool too, because now it feels like they're our friends now, and there's just a lot of history, and it's a very rich, warm feeling.
So annually, you and your wife Evelyn are involved in the upcoming fundraiser for St. Mary's Center for Women and Children called Dancing for Hope. Can you tell us and our listeners more about that?
Dancing for Hope, yes, it's a fundraiser put on mainly by Evelyn, my wife. She throws me in front of the cameras and the microphones, but she does all the work. And her and Jill Hayes and others. But it's a yearly event, and they raise a lot of money. This year it's growing, so they moved to a new venue called Royale, and it's next Friday night, I believe. Yeah, Friday, February 8th, at Royale, and it's just growing and growing, and they get more ideas and they put more into it each year, and it's become an annual thing and a lot of fun. And it's mainly just a fundraiser. People come and have a good time. But a lot of fundraisers, they're kind of a little bit stuffy, maybe you could say. But this one is fun. It's all about dancing and just having a good time. And the setting is really fun. It's in a nightclub, and people just kind of let go and just have a ball.
Well, we actually read that last year, Dancing for Hope raised over $69,000. That helped aid St. Mary's Center. What are your goals for this year's fundraiser?
The goal is always to raise more money, for sure. No doubt about it. But I think, to do that, you have to spread the word. And, Evelyn and myself have been doing a lot of that through doing stuff like this on the radio and Facebook, and just telling friends and making it a more attractive event. There's some cool things going on at the event. There's Amir, a singing group, kind of like Boys to Men. There's a couple of dance crews that are going to be competing. Dance crews that kind of have a younger flavor, and something you'd see on MTV. And speaking of MTV, Funk Phenomenon, who was from Everett, they were on MTV on America's Best Dance Crew, and they were like either the winners or the runners-up. I'm not sure, but they were definitely well known for doing that show on MTV, and they're going to be there as a special guest. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that myself.
Now, knowing what you know about the music and media industry, what would be some words of wisdom you would like to give to the youth in and around Boston who have similar aspirations?
Let's see. Well, the good thing today is that what we didn't have back then was like YouTube and Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like now you can make a video, and if it's good enough, people are going to watch it and see it. So a lot of times you don't really have to wait around. These days you don't have to wait around for a TV station or somebody to play your video or play your song. You just have to really, make it and put it on YouTube and see what happens. And I would say, you know, just keep doing that kind of promotion and, you know, really believe in yourself and don't wait for other people to discover you. This is an age where you can be discovered and you can, you know, get yourself on YouTube and stuff like that where people will discover you, you know, kind of like Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
He was discovered just because he loved singing songs and loved, and his mom would film him doing the songs, and, you know, before long, you know, a lot of people started seeing him, and, you know, one guy from a record company just said, you know, my goodness, you got a lot of talent. Come on down to wherever he was, I don't know, wherever the record company was. He became a big star, so, you know, I would say don't wait around, just do it yourself. And if you do it long enough and with enough passion, I think you will be discovered.
Well, what are some of your other upcoming service projects that you will be working on this year?
Well, I own a gym down in Providence, a health club, and we kind of do fundraisers kind of every month for some of the members. If any member falls on kind of hard times or whatever, or has like there's maybe the last fundraiser we did, there was a fire and somebody lost a lot of valuables and stuff like that, so we did a fundraiser like that. But my main thing is doing this really, and then after we do this, then I start rehearsing and doing press and stuff for the New Kids' new album, and I go on tour.
Yeah, we heard about that. Is there anything special that we can expect from the tour since they're featuring Boys to Men and 98 Degrees?
That's special enough, isn't it? Well, it's actually it's really gone above what we expected as far as the amount of dates and the amount of tickets that have been sold. Getting 90 Degrees, who have been apart for 10 years now, they just reunited, and getting Boys to Men on the show has really helped out a lot, and a lot of people really want to see the show. There's going to be so many, like Boys to Men alone, they have so many great songs. Yeah, they like big, huge songs, and just going to the show and hearing those songs and seeing 98 Degrees, and then we go on and we do all our songs. And I think the good thing about this show is that all the groups, we really value, you know, putting on a great show. We're not all about just having hits on radio and you know, lip syncing or whatever on TV. Like we come from the old school where we want to put on a great show, and it's all about the fans. So I think that's what you're going to get from the show, is being able to see, you know, a well put together show, a well thought out show with many hits. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I want to see you there. You gonna be there?
Yeah.
All right. Baby.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Do you have any closing comments or thoughts that you want to share with us and your listeners?
Go to the event next Friday, Dancing for Hope. It's at Royale. It's a great time. There's going to be a great DJ, a lot of dancing, a lot of on-stage entertainment. I'll be there taking pictures with everybody. Besides that, I just want to say it's great to be here at St. Mary's. Great to be amongst you guys. Keep doing the positive work you're doing. You guys are an inspiration, and thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you for being here. And listeners, you could keep a lot for more at GRLZradio.org.
Nice job.
Good, great job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay.
Well, we can do one